We have Mr. Ambdul-Akeem. You're welcome, everybody.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
For record people, let's have your name and your designation, sir.
My name is ESV.AmbKeem. AMODU. I'm the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Lagos State on housing.
Okay, sir. You know, Lagos State happens to be one of the state that has the largest population, I would say, in Nigeria.
Yes, of
and
course.
Housing is one of the first challenges when you get to Lagos first. And I think the Lagos State government is actually putting things in place in order to tackle this issue. That is why we are here today. So, what are your expectations? How far do you think this project will go to tackle that challenges out there, sir?
Well, thank you very much. You know, in line with the team's agenda of the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, housing is one key factor he has, chosen to tackle. And as we know, affordable housing is what the governor has mentioned and has charged us at the Ministry of Housing to ensure that we deliver all projects. So what the governor has said is that, like we know, there are backlogs of projects that have hanged in there in the past during the last administration. And the governor has taken it upon himself to ensure, to charge the Ministry of Housing, the Honorary Commissioner and myself, our Department Secretary and all the staffs of Ministry of Housing to ensure we complete existing projects that have been abandoned. And in doing that, those projects will see the light of the day very, very soon. Just last week, we were at Idale, which is Badagry. We will be delivering about 252 housing units, the bungalows. In Igbogbo, we have about 774 units. Igondo Gardens as well, we have 660 units. We have as well at Shogutedo. You see, by the time all these housing units are delivered, affordable housing will have been a thing of the past because people yearning for houses and shelter in Lagos will have taken advantage of that. And you should not forget the fact that you see a lot of people flock into Lagos every day. And every hour, there are statistics that said that every hour about 20 to 30 people enter Lagos. And out of those 20, 30 people, at least only 5 are probably willing to go back. The remaining 15 to 20 are not wanting to go back. So where do those people want to stay? That is why you see that Lagos, as small as it is a big city, is taking in a lot of people, but infrastructure is being used up and properties are not going to definitely go around. But the governor has still made it a thing of importance that is going to ensure that whatever it is, housing will be distributed and at a cost, that will be, friendly, pocket friendly. Some of these property ranges from 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedrooms, from the ranges of about 5 million, 7.5 million to 10 million. And there's always plans, in terms of facilitation of mortgages for these people to be able to access funds. You can do the rent, like we have the rent to own, where you pay certain amount of money, like 5% of the cost, and spread it over 10 years. So these are all factors and plans of the Babajide Sanwo-Olu's government to ensure that housing is taken care of and Lagosians will definitely be able to access shelter.
You said it. I wanted to ask you how about the payment. Is it going to be like an instrumental or how?
Yes, that's what I said. Well, I packed it up in one.
Yeah.
So asking that question now is still the same thing. The governor has, we have made sure that mortgage facilities are being, given out to people who wants to take those properties. And like I said, if you want to buy a property of 10 million, all you need to do is to pay 5% and the rent to own. So you spread it over 10 years. But you see, that comes with some legal implications. You must meet up. It's not just saying you want to get a property. You must meet up the criteria. There are a lot of criteria. You have to get the form, first of all. People feel when they get the form, they are allocated the property. It's not that easy. You get the form, you fill it out, then when they ask you to pay, you need to pay. Because you see, in situations where we have maybe 100 units, and about 500 people have subscribed. When you have the form, I don't have the money, I don't have the form. Of course, they will allocate what they've given you. So you must back it up by purchasing power. It's not just getting the form. You get the form, meet the criteria, and at the same time ensure that you back it up by paying up. So that's just about it. So
that's very good. But before we go, who are the target audience? Is it going to be for a common man or just like
I said, of course, we are targeting the lower end, the masses. You see, the masses are the target audience. And when we say the masses, we're expecting to be from people who are the artisans, the bricklayers, the mechanics, the Okada riders, who can actually, save up to pay. Of course, if they say pay 10% or 5% of an amount, although these people live by the day, they get wages, they get paid, but we expect them to do. You must back it up by motive and focus. If you want to own a house, it's not just it's not something you do in one day. You must plan. So how do you plan? It's by you saving up. So when you save up, if you can save up to 5%, of course, it's giving you a leeway. So the target for us to say affordable housing, we mean the target are the downtrodden. Then you talk about the civil servants as well, and the middle class, lower middle class. Of course, when you are able to take charge, look at what happened during the time of the first executive governor of Lagos State. He did the same thing, and that's how these buildings you are still seeing standing here. Lateef Jakonde, elder statesman, he did the same thing. He ensured that he made housing a core factor, which he actually dealt with. And today, those houses are still standing. So it's in the same line. Everything we're talking about, we're discussing, is how do we bring down and force down the price. The governor is very, very keen about how we can ensure that those properties are brought down to a bare minimum for individuals to be able to pay and get it bought up.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon.
Okay, let's have your name and the signature for record purposes.
Well, my name is Abdul-Akeem Fatai, Honorable Commissioner for House in Lagos State.
Okay, sir. So tell us about the essence of this gathering today.
The essence of this gathering is to make public the housing scheme ILUBIÈÑ and to assure the people of the state and other stakeholders that the project is going on as fine. You recall that there have been a lot of questions about the capacity, intention, or if it has been abandoned. But a lot of work has been going on the ground. It's also a way to let the public aware that work is ongoing and the work plan of the project.
Okay, so listening to the project program director, I think so. What is your assessment about that? And they talk about maybe like about 108 will be rounding up in 24 months' time, while the first set will be delivered by the end of this year, being December. What is your take on that?
That's why I said work plan. We are collaborating with the private sector, and we are giving them all the necessary support that they need, and at the same time we are pushing them hard. We want to push them to make sure that they follow the work plan they're presenting to us, and this briefing is just to make their commitment public, so that as we go along, people will be watching out if those commitments are being followed.
Okay, so sorry, before we go, if they were not able to meet up at the time they give your expectation, just tell them your expectation or what for them in order to make sure they complete and deliver at the given time. They just promise us now.
For every arrangement or agreement, there will always be guidelines. and there will always be penalties and the rest. But the truth of the matter is that we believe in the concept, and as government, we want to push the private sector. We also want to encourage private sector to collaborate with government in all other sectors, and that's why they cannot fail and they must not fail.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
People who are going to purchase it.